It's time for the Showdown! What is up, everybody? Dishnet 34 here, welcoming you to tonight's episode of the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown. Oh my goodness, it is that time again, that time of the week we all know and love very, very much. Holy moly! It is the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown, the premier tournament in Out of the Park weekly tournaments. What a way to end off a wonderful week of Out of the Park action. Dishnet better than Vince McMahon. Aw, I appreciate the sentiment. Oh man, oh, I scared you. Well, I've been doing that kind of intro for a long time now. So you got to be prepared for it by now, man. Come on now. Oh man, but yeah, this is the tournament where 255 teams compete to win a special prize, and this week is no different. One thing that we do have to get out of the way real quick first. Tomorrow is the Perfect Team Masters Series. Yes, the fourth event in the Perfect Team Masters Series qualifying cycle. Oh man, this one's going to be a good one, folks. This is one of the more unique ones. I was thinking a little bit. Let me check that really quickly here. No, I'm not really seeing a whole lot of that. I'll look into that later. But anyway, next, well, tomorrow actually, the next PTMS series event number 4 is an open 1750 cap with cards from 1980 to 1992. So you got a narrow playing field there with a DH, so there's at least a little leeway there. I put together my team. It doesn't look good. I'll be absolutely shocked if I make it far in this tournament. But tomorrow should be a fun time. Alrighty. So just a quick heads up there. Coverage will start with the semifinals sometime around 5 or 6 o'clock. Depends on when semifinals actually start, because it depends on, like, okay, which pools get done first and all that. So y'all know that by now. All right, guys, are you ready for some weekly showdown time? Weekly showdown action. Let's go to the game screen right now and let's meet the team for today. And it's a very interesting one this week. How many packs for Call Your Shot tonight? We got 25, but your boy got lucky with the missions that were dropped last night. So we got an eclectic group of packs tonight. We got 13 standard packs. We got 1 silver pack. We got 4 gold packs, 3 historical packs, and 4 diamond packs being ripped today. Oh man, it gonna be a fun time tonight, guys, for Call Your Shot. So stay tuned for that later on tonight. But let's take a look at the roster for today. So Aaron Cook, Joe Having, Carl Hubble, Carl Mays, and Mike Musina are in the rotation for me today. Kind of a weak rotation, but we'll see what happens there. Colby Allard, Dakota Backus, Darren Hall, Chad Kimsey, Hansel Robles, Giordano Ventura, and Jeff Montgomery in the bullpen today. Catching, Davey Grione and Biz Mackey. Biz Mackey, the big dude behind the plate. First base is Jason Giambi. That was my perfect pick out of everything, really. Glenn Crawford is going to be my second baseman today, for better or worse, mainly because of the banana profile he's got there for his hitting. Defense is okay. Third base is going to be Larry Gardner. Some good defense there. Some decent avoid K. Decent contact as well. Shortstop. Oh, man, I got lucky with shortstop, and I got myself some Andrelton Simmons action. Probably won't hit too much, but the defense, chef's kiss right there. Backing him up, Ahmed Rosario and Jose Peraza. In the outfield, you got Don Baylor and Bip Roberts. Don Baylor is going to be the DH in this one. So Bip Roberts going to get the start in left. Hugh Duffy is going to be the center fielder for better or worse, because we don't really have anyone else good. And then right field, also Jay Payton backing him up over there. And then in right field, we got lucky again, and we got ourselves Chicken Wolf. Some good outfield range on him. So we got a fairly defensive team on our hands today. The pitching, though, is going to be a little suspect, and we're going to see how that holds up. We're going to see how that holds up tonight. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to everybody's favorite part of this. Let me just get a drink of lemonade real quick. Got myself a lemonade mug yesterday in the mail. Sorry, the green screen kind of borks it out a little bit, but it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Go ahead and claim my first drop there. All right. It's time for the roll call. Here are the teams that are going to be competing in today's tournament. And also, real quick, I forgot to tell you all the prizes for tonight, because the prize tonight is pretty good. It is Dom DiMaggio from the 1942 Boston Red Sox, a really good defensive center field card. Second place is going to get Barry Larkin from the Cincinnati Reds. Third and fourth place is going to get Bobby Parnell from the 2010 New York Mets. Fifth through eighth is going to get Al Bunbury from the Baltimore Orioles. And ninth through 16th is going to get D. Gordon from the 2015 Miami Marlins. All right, it's time for the roll call. Here we go. We have the Motown Hitmakers taking on the Mongol Horde. The Westerly Paws Ox taking on the Fairburn Flames. The Brazilian Birthday Cakes taking on the Fortune Isle Foxes. The Burlington Big Stick taking on the Airlog Muscle Guts. The Hong Kong King Kong taking on the Oron High School hosts BFF. The Vegas Velocity taking on T39. The Castroville Mashers will take on the New Zealand Breaks. The Shakopee Six Packs taking on the Norview Chiefs. The Changwon Sailors taking on the Minnesota Twinkies. The Carnegie Melons taking on the Winnipeg Go Jets Go. The Allegheny Snuggly Ducklings taking on the Hampton Jumbo Shrimp. The Jason Andrew Relva JAR taking on the Metropolis Slipnuts. The Vlad Jr. Slash Lines taking on the Montgomery Biscuits. And the Bamberg Old Timers will get a first round bye this week. The Jet City Bombers taking on the San Juan Gallisticos. The Dreams will take on the Garwood Mustangs. The Montreal Expos will take on the Parkdale Orange Kings. The Elder Panthers taking on the Raleigh Hellbanders. The Finneytown Flames taking on the Ottawa Hammerheads. The Cary Southpaws taking on the Chanhassen Razorbacks. The Connecticut Conmen taking on the Osbury Springboks. The Pete Webbers taking on the Etobicoke Heads of State. The Ho 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 Green Giants taking on the Biloxi Cove Billy Goat Billy Clubs. The Burlington Bashers taking on the Phoenix Abbots. The Blacksburg Hokies taking on the Frankfurt Fighting Falcons. The Tucson Warthogs taking on the Los Angeles Sharks. The Sexton Summit Purple Warriors taking on the Carmichael Werewolves. The Traveling Tumbleweeds taking on the South Coast Sluggers. The Humongous Melonheads taking on the Cybertron Autobots. The Orange County Empire taking on the Los Angeles Terminate. Well, actually, no. Orange County Empire getting a first round bye this week. The OK Airbuds will take on the Chicago Maroons. The Rice Boy Chads taking on the Sandy Springs Spikes. The Sinai Wanderers taking on the Emeryville Entropy. The Gotham Knights taking on the Generic Logos. The SoCal Earthshakers taking on the Vancouver Asahi. The MDK Red Bloods will take on the Springfield Oilers. The Bucks County Phillies taking on the Almonte Blazers. The Ackworth Engineers taking on the Hooterville Butchers. The Minnesota State Screaming Eagles taking on the Paris Bulldogs. The Snow Weasel taking on the Wash Park Rangers. The Kane Sneakbox taking on the NC Dinos. The Harlan County Emulu, or Emulex, or however you say that, taking on the Flagstaff 49ers. We have the Delco Hoagie Mouths taking on the KOR Mental. The Chico's Bail Bondsmen taking on the Dugouts. The Narch Returners taking on the Dreich Bag of W's. The Twitter Trolls will take on the Possum Springs Smelters. The Melmon Leeches taking on the OK Slump Busters. The West Greenwich Apple Sox taking on the Scarborough Tigers. Dinosaur Bob and the Pimlico Pirates will take on the Houston Stars. The Long Beach Usual Suspects will take on King Hades. The Seldom Seen Cardinals will take on the Chesterfielders. The Windy City Summoners will take on the Backseat Gaming. The Colorado Springs Counts will take on the Inglorious Batters. The Cepheid Variables will take on the Golden Bananas. The Toronto Irish will face off with the Albany Colony Diamond Dogs. The St. Louis Cardinals will face off with the Bleacher Creatures. The Irvine Slavs will take on the Cleveland Fossils, while the Hot Kimchis will take on the Raylan Justifieds. The New Hampshire Port Dogs will take on the Mayo Sandwich. The Porto Johns will take on the Milwaukee Brewers. The Gimcheon Seagulls will take on the RKO Vipers. The Kanye Kardashianids will take on the Strickland Propane. Sean Murphy Worshippers will take on the Chico Nuts. The Kentucky Tennessees will take on Ponyboy Curtis. Home Buddy House Dad will take on the Bay Area Black Cats. The Mine Hill House Bears will take on the San Antonio Saints. The Gotham Knights will face off with the Adidas Nylon Pants. The Boise Hawks will take on the Flint Pheasants. The East Hastings Black Emperors will take on the Tribune Jackrabbits. The Boston Bricks will take on the AGB2 GB2. The Myokamura Kuma will take on the Jacksonville Jets. The Norwich Navigators will face the Jackson Dead Bears. The Armstrong Cheese will be getting a first round bye this week. Meanwhile, the Ajafel Eldfall taking on the Monterey Goats. The Crispy Bacon McGriddles will take on the Kia Tigers. The Warwick Hurricanes will take on the Zweisel Americans. The Hasselberry Hounds will take on the Park Ridge Clowns. The Mar-a-Lago Super Spreaders will take on the Richmond Ducks. The Shangri-La Dragons will take on the Virginia Hunters. The Westlock Golden Retrievers will take on Game 7 Anxiety. Well, good news for him, or for them, I should say. There's no Game 7s in this tournament. Your Battle Creek Maple Syrup Cartel will take on the Crystal Lake Loons. The Florida G-Men will take on the Domless Red Sox. The Milford Lego Men will take on the Ben Salem Manwitches. The Orlando Orange Kings will take on the Carolina Legends. Meanwhile, the SLC Punks will take on Jimmy's Ballers. The Hocamilco Axolotls will take on the West Ham United Hammers. The Andy Messersmiths will take on the Everett Aquasox. The Pullman Predators will take on the Tokyo 3 Nerve. The Panama Canal Rumsters will face off with the Los Angeles Vibes. The Dog River River Dogs will take on the Round Rock Rapid Rabbits. Moving on down the line, we have the Bridgewater Banana Slugs taking on the AGBGB. The Soul Twins 3 will take on the Seattle Pilots. The Chicago Juniors will be getting a first round bye this week as the Pack-only Llamas failed to draft a team this week. The Houghton Pines will take on the Soda Springs Titans. The Manchester Camels will take on the Oakland Larks. The Excel Spreadsheets will face off with the LJ Hosemad. Woo! The Castleberry Storm will take on the Gassy Gators. The Twin Cities Twins will take on the Honolulu Wave Riders. The Texas City Thunderbats will take on Plus Ultra. The Madison Lakers will be getting a first round bye this week as the New York Highlanders failed to draft a team. I'm Tree will take on the Gwangju Beerers. The Texas Rangers will take on the Emmets Maulers. The New York Bisons will take on the Aragon Crown. The Underground Turtle Bears will take on the Rivervale Halflings. The Providence White Mice will take on the Thedford Lumber... Well, actually, no, they will get a first-round bye because the Thedford Lumberjacks failed to draft a team. The Jaswow Jazz will take on the Upstate Upstarts. The Virginia Tech Hokies will take on the Egyptian Mummies. The New York They Might Be Giants will take on the Alston Wolf Spiders. The Alston Wolf Spiders, I should say. Put the emphasis on the right word. The Outer Omega Tipsy Pigs will take on the El Dorado Aztecs. Mr. Teddy's Cuddle Brigade will take on Lavender Town Soul Stealers. That team right there will get a first round bye this week as the Seattle Four Shocks forgot to draft a team. The Falstaff Fiery Furnaces will take on Scott's Tots. The Leominster Blue Raiders will take on the Columbia Tigers. The Chernobyl Stalkers will take on the Baton Rouge Redbats. The Vista Tartans will take on the Gurren Lagann. Benny and the Jets will take on Philly Fanatics Phillies Legends. The New York NY Metros will take on the Toronto Suns. The Crystal Lake Fart Squirrels will take on the Liverpool Reds. The Muleshoe Meerkats will take on the Rocky Mountain Gladiators. The Paulus Hook Bengal Cats will be getting a first round bye as the Phoenix Firebirds failed to draft a team. Moving on down the list, the Island of Catan Road Builders will take on the Prospect Park Pride. The Madison Flyers will take on the SGCTC Brocs. The Asheville Reds will be giving a first round bye to the Austin Dark Horses as they failed to draft a team this week. The Alabama Crimson Tide will face off with the Jeju United. The Paulus Hook Tabby Cat will take on Meta Knight. The BF Gold Bombers will face off with the Colorado Grizzlies. The Woodgate Aston Villa will be getting a first round bye as the Happy Hippies forgot to draft a team. And then finally, J-Pax Mad Cats will be taking on the Narragansett Loggers. And there you have it, folks, the teams that will be competing in this week's This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown. Alrighty. Alrighty. So 8 buys this week. That's a lot less than what we got previously before we started cracking down on this stuff. Because we used to have about 20 or so. But yeah, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I count 10. 10 buys this week handed out because teams forgot to draft their teams. Look, guys. Look. Here's the thing. Alright? If you got to set like a calendar reminder for yourself or an alarm in your phone to remind you to draft y'all's teams, then do it. You know, that's a good thing, you know. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at our opponents, the Crystal Lake Loons. Now, I know there's a few teams in the roll call that usually do draft teams, but just for whatever reason failed to do so this week. And sometimes there are server errors. Yep, that's also true. So, do you know why drafts stop an hour before the tournament starts? Because the server needs time to get stuff prepared and stuff like that. All right, let's take a look at the Crystal Lake Loons lineup for today. Their ace in the rotation is going to be Asa Lacey, leading things off for them. The rest of the rotation is Tony Saunders, Dickie Knowles, Eric Fetty, and Satchel Paige. Ooh, that's an interesting fifth starter right there. A good one, actually. Looking at their bullpen, they have Bill Daly, Jamie Easterly, Eddie Guardado, Will Harris, Craig Kimbrell, Joe Nathan, Chris Rodriguez, and Todd Worrell in their bullpen. Looking ahead down the lineup, they have Buddy Rosar as their starting catcher, a good catcher right there, and Ray Hayworth backing him up. First base, they have Diamond Wally Pip over there. Second base, their perfect selection, they got Lou Whitaker. Not a bad option right there. They got Jose Devers backing him up over there. Third base, Bobby Witt Jr., future legend Diamond right there. And, oh, man, they lucked out at shortstop right here. Barry Larkin, one of your prizes for tonight at shortstop. Then in the outfield, they got Bob Bailey in left field, Leody Taveras in center, Mike Chartak in right, Brett Gardner, Ryan Lamar, and Edward Olivares backing up the outfield. Alrighty, so there's a look at the old opponent for today. Going with an 8-man bullpen. Interesting stuff right there. Got Jose Devers as their DH, so they really don't have a whole lot of backup infielders, which could be interesting for them down the line if they do make it far, but we shall see what happens. We have 60 seconds until the first sim. Honestly, I really liked how I drafted my team last week. But, you know, I've had those kind of teams before. I don't use mugs often, so forgive me for fumbling around with that a little bit. Yeah, yes, yeah, Sackawet Mice, you're fine. You're fine. As long as it's not consistent, you're good to go. All right. We keep track of stuff, but if it's an honest mistake like that, yeah. Just taking it on a case-by-case basis and all that. So, we'll see what happens. You know, I'm a little nervous on this one because I know this is one of the better fielding teams I think I've had. But I'm also not confident at all. I'm just going to grab my clock blocking device, aka a receipt from Culver's, so I don't see that timer in the top right hand corner of that doggone screen, because I do not want to be spoiled. Where the form? We're not doing call your shot yet, JM Roto. Stay patient, stay tuned. Whew, King Butcher got crap catcher rolls this week. Let's see. How many of you are confident in your teams for this tournament? Let's see. Drunken Superman McCarver's going to have his catcher ability to the test for my team. Ooh. Did you only draft like one catcher or something? Because, ooh boy. Good luck to you if you did. Man, got a lot of zero confidence in the chat. Now, do y'all have confidence in my team doing the thing? And the thing being winning. Stinkins 100 can't be leading his brigade this week. Losing in the first round? Yes. All right, we are just waiting on the first sim to come down the pipe, and hopefully, cross our fingers that there won't be any of those errors where, you know, it just kicks you out and says it can't download the file. Those would be bad. That would be bad. It's happened a couple of times in the last few weeks. I'm going to need to talk to the team about that and see why that's happening. But we'll see what happens. Penguin City Pizza thinks I have a greater than 50% chance in the first game. Well, you got some faith in you. Appreciate it. I'd like to see Dish win one unless it's at my expense. Hey, I mean, I saw earlier in the chat that I usually get drunk with power if I have a good tournament, which, I mean, can be true because I rarely, if ever, win tournaments with this team. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So we're just still waiting on that first sim to come in. While we're waiting, well, we are waiting. How's y'all's perfect teams doing this week? In the playoff hunt, are they kind of teetering on the brink of relegation, or what's going on? So, all right, first sim is in, and oh no, it couldn't download the file. Of course, I had to say the thing. I had to say the thing. Oh boy. Oh, why is it doing this? Now it's loading. Now it's loading. Here we go. go to the highlights. Let us go to the highlights of game number 1, round number 1, I should say, between the Battle Creek Maple Syrup Cartel and the Crystal Lake Loons. To the game screen we go. Let's do it. And let me go ahead and turn up the volume on the game here. There we go. All right, let's do it. Asa Lacey on the mound for the Crystal Lake Loons. Bip Roberts leading things off. Count is 0-2. The wind and the pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Bip Roberts gone on strikes to start the proceedings. We time warped all the way to the 4th inning of this one. Holy moly. Wow. Asa Lacey and Carl Hubble in a bit of a pitching duel right now. Top 4, Chicken Wolf on second. Jason Giambi at the plate with 1 out. Count is full. The pitch from Lacey is into right field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Whitaker couldn't quite get it. Wolf to go to third on the bloop single. Runners at the corners, 1 out for the DH, Don Baylor. Big at bat right here. Count 3-1. The pitch from Lacey, and he walked in, ball 4. Bases are loaded for Andrelton Simmons. Big at bat here for the Cartel shortstop. The 0-2 from Lacey. Swinging the ground ball to short to the catcher for 1. The relay back to first. And the Cartel leave the bases loaded and get nothing in the inning. Cartel threatened but do not score. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Carl Hubble facing Barry Larkin. Nobody on, 1 out. The first pitch to the batter, and that one's blasted into left. Roberts going back, and that one is gone. The Loons take advantage of the Cartel mishap with the bases loaded and hit a solo homer here in the 4th to take the lead. Oh my goodness. 1-0 Loons as we head to the top of the 5th. Biz Mackey leading off for the Cartel. First pitch on the way from Lacey. And that one's blasted into center field. Going back is Taveras. He can't get it. It's off the wall. Here comes Mackey for second. He'll slide on in with a leadoff double. Good start to the inning for the Cartel. Runner in scoring position. That'll bring up a few batters later. Glenn Crawford to the plate. Mackey on third with 2 outs. The 1-1 pitch from Lacey. Line drive. Base hit left field. And we are tied at 1. RBI single for Glenn Crawford. Some good opposite field hitting for the Cartel second baseman. We head to the top of the 7th. Lacey still in this game. It has been a pitcher's duel all game. Andrelton Simmons will lead things off. The 1-0 pitch from Lacey on the way. Fly ball, left field, base hit. A little dinker going into left field for a base hit. And Simmons leads off with a single. Here's Biz Mackey. Simmons on first, nobody out. First pitch from Lacey on the way. That one's grounded to third. Throw to first is in time. So Witt deciding not to get the out at second. That could be costly here in the future. We'll see what happens. A couple batters later, Hugh Duffy on first. Simmons on second with 1 out. And they are pinch hitting for the third baseman, Larry Gardner. They're bringing in Jay Payton to pinch hit. An interesting situation here. The righty facing the lefty. And Jay Payton, he can kind of hit a little bit. We'll see what he can do here against Asa Lacey. 2-1 pitch from the lefty. And a fly ball into right field. Playable for Chartak. He makes the play. Tagging up at second is Simmons. He'll stroll on into third. Runners on the corners now with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Ahmed Rosario, another pinch hitter. So they are pinch hitting for the second baseman now. So here's Rosario, the 1-2 coming from Lacey. Fly ball, right field. Deep, but playable for the right fielder, Chartak. Some interesting substitution choices for the Cartel in this one as we head to the bottom of the 7th. We actually skip the bottom of the 7th. We go all the way to the top of the 8th. Looking at the lineup now for the Cartel. Bip Roberts is now at third base. Ahmed Rosario at second. Jay Payton is in left. So some interesting changes there. So we head to the top of the 8th. Chicken Wolf with one out. Nobody on. The 2-2 from Lacey on the way. And that one's lined into right field for a base hit. Chicken Wolf going the opposite way with one out. And that'll bring up Jason Giambi against the new pitcher for the Loons, Craig Kimbrell, who gave up 3 runs for the White Sox today against the Cubs, thanks to an Andrew Romine homer. Lol. Full count here to Giambi, and he walked in ball 4. A 1-out walk to Giambi, and that'll bring up Don Baylor. Big at bat here. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging the grounder to short. Gonna be tough, and Baylor's gonna force no throw from Barry Larkin. It's an infield single for Don Baylor. And the bases are loaded with 1 out for Andrelton Simmons. Last time Simmons was in this situation, he grounded out into a 6-2-3 inning-ending double play. Can he redeem himself here? The 2-2 from Kimbrell on the way. Swinging a high fly ball! Deep right center! You bet he did! Holy Kyoko! Ball go far for Andrelton Simmons! It's a grand slam, and it's 5-1! Whoa, Nelly! You want to talk about redemption? There you go! That's how you redeem yourself. A grand slam for Andrelton Simmons, and it's 5-1. Top 9, nobody on, 1 out for Ahmed Rosario to Todd Worrell, and that one's into right center field, and that one's going to go off the wall. Rosario gonna round second and head for third here. Here comes the throw from the second baseman, Whitaker. It's not in time. It's a 1-out triple for Ahmed Rosario. But they get nothing out of it. So we head to the bottom of the 9th. Jeff Montgomery looking to close things out. The count 2-1 to Lou Whitaker. The wind and the pitch. Swing the ground ball to second. Throw to first from Rosario's in time. And the Battle Creek Maple Syrup Cartel are moving on to round 2. 5-1 the final. Simmons wants to fight Nick Ramirez now. Oh my goodness. What a way to start this tournament. And the second round sim is already in, and oh my God, did it really do that again? It did do it again. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. That is twice in a row that it has done that. Why does it do that? Let's just go with highlights of round 2. We're facing off with the Wash Park Rangers. Are there 4 Diamondbacks tonight? Yes, there are 4 Diamondbacks tonight. We're going to need to look into that. We're going to need to look into that. Seriously. Because that shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen like that. Come on. Because that's another way to spoil stuff. Especially on stream. Seriously. Now, it's not too many teams. It can't be too many teams. Anyway. We pick it up. Top second. Battle Creek has a runner on first with 1 out for Hugh Duffy. Count 2-2 from Bob Ewing, and that one's lined into left center field. That one's going to be a base hit off the wall. Here comes Gardner for third. We'll see if they try to score him, and he'll stop at third with 1 out. So Cartel have runners in scoring position to start things off. And here's Glenn Crawford. The 0-2 from Ewing on the way. Swinging the ground ball to short. Run will score. The throw for first from the shortstop Pena is in time. 2 gone. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Carl Mays on the mound. Runners on first and second with 2 outs for Joe Kelly. 3-1 pitch, and he walked in ball 4. The bases are loaded with 2 outs for a guy you do not want to face in this situation, and it's Wade Boggs. 2-2 from Mays on the way, and that one's lined into right field. That one's down, it'll go to the wall. 2 runs will score, as a run had already scored apparently on a wild pitch, and it's now 3-1 Wash Park on top. We head to the top of the 5th. Jason Giambi at the plate. Runner on first, nobody out, facing Bob Ewing. 2-1, swinging a high fly ball. Deep right center field. That one's down, it'll go off the wall. Here comes Wolf for third. He will stop at third with nobody out, and the Cartel are in business here in the 5th. Here's Don Baylor. Full count pitch on the way from Ewing, and he walked in ball 4. Bases loaded, nobody out for Bismacki. Big at bat here. The infield is in for the Rangers. We'll see what the Cartel can do here. The 1-0. Line drive, center field. That one's going to fall in for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes Giambi. He will score. And the Cartel have tied the game at 3. And here's Andrelton Simmons. Hit the grand slam in the first round. The 1-2 pitch from Ewing on the way. First and second, nobody out. Ground ball to second. To short for 1. The relay in time. And that's a big double play right there, churned by the Rangers. Cartel get nothing else in the inning. We'll head to the top of the 6th. Bip Roberts at the plate. Runner on first is Crawford with 1 out. Full count pitch on the way from Ewing. He walked in ball 4. 5th walk issued by Bobby Ewing here in this game already. Now bring up Chicken Wolf. 3-1 on the way from Ewing, and he walked him too. Ball 4, bases loaded, walk number 6 from Ewing. And the Rangers manager has seen enough. Jojo Romero coming into this game to face off with Jason Giambi. Bases loaded, 1 out, and a big at-bat here. The 2-2 coming to Giambi. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Huge out there for the Rangers. And that'll bring up Don Baylor. First pitch on the way from Romero. Ground ball to third. Throw to first in time, and the Cartel leave the bases loaded in the 6th. Top 7, Andrelton Simmons at the plate. Runner on first, nobody out. Facing Romero, the 1-2, and that one's into left center field. Playable and caught by the center fielder Kimbrough, 1 gone. Don't know why we saw that. As Jay Payton will come into pinch hit, so Gardner will be out of this game. 3-1 from Romero, and that one's lined up the middle for a base hit just past the diving Colton Wong. Stopping at second is Mackey with 1 out. And that will bring up Hugh Duffy. The 1-0 from Romero, and that one's into right field. Baines ranging over makes the play. Runners will hold. 2 gone, and that'll bring up Ahmed Rosario. Romero has him in a 2-2 count. The pitch, swinging the ground ball to second, and that will end the inning. The Cartel threaten again, but do not score. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. Carl Mays is still somehow out there. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Joe Kelly at the plate, 2-2 count with 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch from Mays, swinging a line drive into center field, and that one is caught by Duffy. Shoestring catch made by the Cartel center fielder. We are still tied at 3 as we head to the top of the 9th. Don Baylor will lead things off against the new pitcher, Mike Maddox. An extreme ground ball pitcher, a good pitcher for the Rangers to have in this situation. The 0-1 pitch to Baylor, and that one's popped up into right. Coming in is Baines, and he'll make the play. 1 gone. 2 gone now for Andrelton Simmons. Can he be the hero again? The first pitch on the way. Popped up for space side, and that will be caught by Buck O'Neill to retire the side. Bottom 9, Jeff Montgomery on the mound for the Cartel, looking to keep this a 3-3 game. However, he's got a tough customer in Wade Boggs leading off. Full count coming up. And it's a lead-off walk. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Full count. Now I'll bring up Lance Parrish, the catcher. Count 1-2, the pitch. Got him looking, strike 3, 1 gone. Huge strikeout from Montgomery. And I'll bring up Buck O'Neill. First pitch on the way from Montgomery. Ground ball. Back to the mound. A short for 1, but no relay, curiously, from Andrelton Simmons. He's got a 100-plus in turn double play. Why can't he turn that? Runner on first. 2 out for Colton Wong. The 0-1. Low. Ball 1. Throw down. Not in time. And O'Neill now in scoring position. 1-2 coming to Colton Wong. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And we have bonus baseball here in round 2. Still tied at 3. Jay Payton will lead off here in the 10th against Mike Maddox, the 0-2. Swinging a fly ball, right field, deep, but caught by Baines. 1 gone. 2 gone now for Ahmed Rosario. First pitch from Maddox is popped up, foul ground, first base side, but the catcher, Parrish, will make the play to retire the side. Bottom 10 now. Montgomery still in this. Jimmy Wasdell will lead things off. The first pitch. Swing a line drive into left field, and it's caught on the run by Jay Payton. 1 gone. 2 gone now for Henry Kimbrough. 2-2 on the way from Montgomery. Swing the ground ball to second. Rosario has it, throws to first in time to retire the side. To the 11th inning we go. Bip Roberts will lead things off. Count 2-2, the pitch from Maddox. That one's grounded to third. The throw to first from Boggs is in time. 1 gone. And once again, 2 gone as Terry Fox comes into this game to pitch for the Rangers. Jason Giambi at the plate. Count 1-2, the pitch from the right-hander. And that one's into right field, and that one's going to fall in for a 2-out single. So the Cartel have their first base runner in a while, as Don Baylor will come to the plate to face Fox. Big opportunity here. 2-0 on the way to Baylor, and that one's grounded to short. They'll go the short way to second, and that will retire the side. (3-3) as we head to the bottom of the 11th. Harold Baines will lead things off. Count 1-2 from Montgomery. The pitch, and that one's into left field, and this could be trouble. It'll go all the way to the wall. And into the corner it goes. Baines coming to second. He'll stop right there. And it's a leadoff double for the Bronze Harold Baines. (3-1) now. Montgomery will face Joe Kelly. The pitch, and that one's lined up the middle for a base hit. Here comes Baines for third. The throw is cut off. Then Baines will stop at third. And now the bases are loaded and the Cartel are in a pickle. Lance Parrish at the plate. Count 2-2. The pitch from Montgomery popped up. On the infield, the third baseman, Roberts, will make the play. 1 gone. Now I'll bring up Buck O'Neill as Giordano Ventura will come into this game. Count 1-2. The pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball. Center field. Is this deep enough? It might be. Making the play. Coming home. And that'll do it. The Wash Park Rangers walk it off in 11. (4-3) the final score in this one. Oh my goodness. Why can I not win a tournament? Jeez, oh Pete's. But we had our chances. My guys just didn't hit. Come on now. Yeah, I don't know why it gets blurry, Leona. I don't know why that happens. It looks fine on my end, but it just... I don't know what's going on with the video quality that it just does that, but eh. I'll have to talk it over later because it's eh. Ah, well. But anyway, we have been eliminated from this week's weekly showdown. Cue the horns. Except I don't have horns. Could be an OBS setting. Heck if I know. Let's go ahead and sign up for next week's tournament, which already has 64 in it. Holy moly. And there's a good prize right here for this one, guys. First place next week will get second baseman Cupid Childs from the Cleveland Spiders. Some good stuff right there. Second place will get AJ Pierzynski from the Chicago White Sox. Third and fourth will get Dave Magadan from the 1990 New York Mets. Fifth through eighth will get Stan Musial from the 1962 St. Louis Cardinals. And 9th through 16th will get shortstop Dave Brain from the 1904 St. Louis Cardinals. We're going to go ahead and sign up for that right now. And before we do call your shot, we're going to go ahead and draft next week's team. Yeah, and Stinkins, that AJ is pretty good too. 100+ catchability and very good contact. That'll be a good prize. A nice consolation prize for those that don't win, for the person that doesn't win the tourney next week. So let's go ahead and draft next week's weekly showdown team. And let's see what we get. Let's go. All right, first round. What are we getting? Tim Salmon, Bobby Grich, Jeff Bagwell, Corbin Burns, Mike Musina, and Paul Goldschmidt. This is a rough perfect round. This is a rough perfect round. Seriously. My first instinct is Bobby Grich. I mean, Goldschmidt? Goldschmidt's interesting, but I'm not sure if he's the play. If I was going to go first base in this round, I would go Bagwell. No, let's go with Bobby Grich. Musina's okay, but the pitch selection's a little worrisome, but let's go Grich. Let's get Bobby Grich and move right along. And ooh, hello there, Deacon White. How are you doing today, bud? Oh, welcome to the team. That's a auto select right there. And ooh, okay, got some interesting stuff right here. So we got Ken Giles. We got Don Baylor again, just not the Don Baylor we had for this week's team, but mannequin match lefties. Let's see, we got Phil Rizzuto in here. Man, we're getting our infield pretty much set. We also have Brian Wilson. We got Denny McClain. We got George Springer. But yeah, it's got to be Rizzuto. Take Riz, your infield D is mental. Oh, heck yeah. I mean, look at this defense we got going here. We got Bobby Grit. Man, we got some good stuff here. And look at this. Dom DiMaggio. Man, we are building another defensive team here. Holy crap. Ooh. I'm thinking Luis Severino for this one as my second selection, but Gene Garber. Gene Garber, though. Also, we're starting to find some catchers. So we gotta keep an eye out for that. Is Dom an easy pick? Yeah. Yeah, Dom's an easy pick. Look at the range on him, 91. That plays in center field. You have not missed call your shot, Campbell. Yeah, no starting pitch. Well, we got Severino in here. He's really the only starting pitching option we have in this round. Heck, he is the only starting pitcher we have in this round. So I'm gonna get him. Is Worrell a ground baller? Worrell is a fly ball. Worrell is a fly ball pitcher. I've had some success with Severino, but yeah, I know. But I mean, we gotta lock down the bullpen early, though. But also, I don't know if there's going to be any better starting pitching available in the gold rounds. Or do we go absolutely insane and start Gene Garber? Or do we go absolutely insane and start Gene Garber? We're just going to take Garber. Let's move on. Okay, we got some interesting folks here. All right, we got Mike Marshall. We got Cito Gaston, Casey Jansen, Ken Singleton, Willard Brown, Akinori Atsuka, Vidal Brujan, Dick Rudolph, Tony Fernandez, Jim Hearn, Fred Green, and Kenley Jansen. Okay. So, the Gold Fernandez slaps. Willard Brown's a decent option. Jansen and Jansen for the confusion. That'd be fun. Oh, man. Fred Green is meh. Not going to get him. Casey Jansen's another ground ball guy. But, man, I really need to get some starting pitching. But this is just... outside of Severino, it is just not given to me past Mussina. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like I would play Willard Brown in center field. He can only play in right. Yeah, Willard Brown can be usable. I'll put him in right. But do I go Fernandez as a DH option? Or do I get Jansen for the bullpen? Hearn with pitch around sliders? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sold on Hearn. And I'm not sold on Fred Green either. Honestly, I'm going to go Jansen here. I like the movement on him. The control's a little meh, but I think we'll work around it. So I think Willard Brown and Casey Jansen this round. And please, for the love of God, give me a starter. Oh, here we go. Okay. Ooh, oh, Johnny Bassler. Hello. Hello. There we go. And we need to get a starting pitcher this round. Oh, man. Oh, man. Am I really going to have to... Oh, man. Is my best starting pitcher really going to be Silver with these selections? Oh, my goodness. I have to go Bassler here. Seriously, I have to go Bassler here, at least for the bat. I can't not do Bipp for left field. So it has to be Bassler and Bipp. Man. Let's do it. So my infield is pretty much set. Let's just say that now. Let's just say that now. My infield, save first base, is pretty much set. My lineup is set. Okay, so here we go. We got Jesse Hahn in here. That'll help the extreme ground ball type. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, you have to take what's given to you. Yeah, I guess you're right. And we can get double duty. I like double duty. Oh, really? I got Ducky Holmes in here, too? Really? Aw, man. Yeah, I gotta go double duty here. Because I need at least a couple starting pitchers. Seriously. Let's do it. Plus, double duty can be my catcher backup, so at least we got that going for us. Except Buck Rogers is here, and he's pretty good-ish. Actually, not really. All right, what we got? We got Ben Flowers. We got Jim Northrup. We got Casey McGee. Casey McGee, is he new? Is he new guy? Holy crap. Hi there, Casey McGee. Good to see you, bud. Haven't heard your name in a long time. Ooh, Les Fleming. That could be my first baseman. Oh, yeah, Mel Rojas is good. Mel Rojas is good. Gonna grab him. Whoo. Whoo. What's Tom Norton look like? Ooh, hello, Tom Norton. Okay, but I need to get somebody here. Yeah, I'm up to 7 catchers already. Honestly, right now, I'm thinking double duty is my backup catcher. I mean, he's got to be, right? He's got to be at this point. Northrup, another excellent silver bat. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Wait, Jim Northrup plays first? Jim Northrup plays first? Okay. Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and take him. I mean, I was kind of looking at Les Fleming, but now that you mention that Norfolk can play first, yeah. Ooh, but look at Harry Lord here. That's an interesting profile. All right, let's get Northrup, let's get Rojas, and let's move on. All right, so we got ourselves a rockin' bullpen right now. Ooh, Bill White's in here. I mean, we got to take a third starting pitcher here sometime. So we're setting Jim Northrup at first base. There we go. Holy cripes. Look at this team so far. Holy crap. But man, the pitching is going to be a little bit oof. Ooh, John Beckwith is in here. Dang. Got Johnny Moore. We got Mark DeRosa. We got Harry Williams. We got Aaron Boone. We got Jose Leclerc. Bobby Avila's in here. Brian Bevel. If I wanted a fly ball pitcher, which, I mean, I kind of sort of have the defense for it. We've got Rico Brogna. Beckwith? Well, there's your backup catcher. Oh, there's my backup catcher right there, John Beckwith. Let's grab Beckwith. Let's use a silver for this, because I mean we got to work with what we got here, right? We got to work with what we got. We got John Briggs in here as well. Johnny Moore, but Mark DeRosa's middling at best. Yeah, we're gonna go John Beckwith. We're gonna go with Bill White. Here's White. He's a ground ball guy. He's a lefty. Fairly decent. Man, we got a lot of movement on this team. Holy cripes. All right, so we should be into the bronze rounds now. Yep, we are. All right, so we don't have a lot of options here. We got Vinny Cholk. Extreme fly ball, though, with 70 movement. That could be interesting. Got Jim Essien here. We got Gavin Lux. We got Bud Stewart, Hanser Alberto, Chick Gandil, Vinny Cholk, Red Worthington, Jack Perconti, Shane Halter, Larville Blanks, Russ Nixon, and Mickey Brantley. Who do I go with here? Honestly, my first thought is Vinny Cholk, because I still need at least one more bullpen guy before we head to the iron round. But man, there is no starting pitching in this round. Holy cripes. So I'm going to go with Cholk. What's Chick Gandil look like? Ooh, he looks good. It actually looks pretty good. What does Essien look like? Essien? No. Because I technically already have my backup catcher in double duty. So I technically have a backup catcher already. Because I think double duty is going to be my #1 guy at this point. Maybe Jesse Hahn. But I think it just kind of depends on what happens. Blank says some utility covering spots. We're going for a lot of offense. Yeah, he works. Honestly, if I wanted offense, I'd go with Chick Gandil and make him my DH. Or he could play first. He's got the defense for it. I'm going to go Gandil. I'm going to go with Gandil here. As much as I want to go with Mickey Brantley. I mean, Larvell Blanks can play a lot of places, but not really effectively. Plus, I got John Beckwith right now as a backup infielder. Bud Stewart could have been an option. But I think Gandil's the play here, and he can be my DH. All right, next bronze round. All right, we need some starting pitching here. And the pitching I get is meh as heck. Chris Haney? I mean, I have to take Chris Haney, don't I? Do I have to? I think I have to take Chris Haney. Let's see. Let's look for versatility here. Pat Sheridan looks decent enough. Lee Wheat. Ooh, actually, Lee Wheat. He's mainly all movement control. This stuff really isn't good. Kurt Young's a fly ball guy with 28 movement. Yuck. Ed Monroe is a ground ball guy, but he's got 43 movement. Is Lugo usable? Ooh. Ooh, Seth Lugo. Ooh. Ooh, that's right. Seth Lugo is a thing. Misowicz is playable? Tavares is a base stealer. Yeah, that's true, but not really effective. Yeah, Misowicz is on Unicorn's latest list for bronze, but that's in a bronze environment. Let's, yes, I know I have 3 minutes remaining. Honestly, I think I gotta go Lugo here, right? Lugo or Wheat. Seth Lugo, unit lost. But hey, there's no injuries in perfect team. So I honestly am probably going to go Lugo here. What's Acevedo look like? Yeah, no. Let's go Haney and let's go Lugo. Final round, Jason Marquis. Ooh, that's got to be a ground ball guy. Oh, hell yeah. Boom. There's my 5th guy right there. And we got Joe Birmingham. Nice. Masato Yoshi is in here. Bill McKechnie, Jose Urquidy, Heine Miney. Ooh. Interesting. Bud Byerly is in here as well. No, I didn't say compare. I said profile. There we go. So let's go with Marquis here. There's my 5th starter, extreme ground ball guy. Right there. And honestly, I think Birmingham is my other selection. Yeah, let's grab Birmingham. Or you know what? Michael A. Taylor. Ooh, Michael A. Taylor. Ooh. I want the versatility in the outfield. We're going Michael A. Taylor. Iron round. Let's go. All right, let's see. Who are we getting here? Ooh, we got Connor Joe. Hell yeah, we're getting him. Let's see. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 more relievers. Jalen Cisco. Let's go Cisco. And sure, let's go Estevez here. So there's my bullpen. And let's grab 1 more outfielder. I guess Charlie Meade. Let's grab Charlie Meade. And 1 more. Gracious. Let's do an 8. No, we need another outfielder. Estevez, no. Evans, yes. And, for Laner. There we go. Well, this is a team. This is an interesting setup for a team. Jesse Hahn, Chris Haney, Jason Marquis, Double Duty, and Bill White in the rotation. Lots of ground ball guys. Control's a little iffy, but we'll measure that out. Vinny Cholk, Jalen Cisco, Red Evans, Gene Garber, Seth Lugo, Mel Rojas, Casey Jansen in the pen. Johnny Bassler is the catcher. Double Duty's going to back up. Got to make sure he uses a 2-way. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's right. Deacon White can play catcher, too. That's right. But also, Double Duty has to back up. But yeah, Deacon White can play third, can play that. Beckwith can back him up if he has to play for Radcliffe. So I technically have 3 catchers on my team. Let's see. We got Johnny Bassler at catcher, Chick Gandol, Jim Northrup, Bobby Gritch, Connor Joe, Deacon White, John Beckwith, Phil Rizzuto, Bip Roberts, Dom DiMaggio, Paul Laner, Michael Taylor, Willard Brown, Charlie Meade. Beat teams with offense for 7 innings and Garber and Jansen. Yeah. And someone will have to help me out with strategy settings coming down the line. So, yep, they got Chick Gandol playing first. That's good. Northrup at DH. That's fine. Yeah, I like this team. I like this team despite the fact that we have Silvers in the rotation. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. All right, let's go back to the title screen. And we're going to move on back to the tournament real quick just to see where we're at right now. And we are in round 6 right now. We are in the quarterfinals. So let's take a look at who we have in the quarterfinals right at this moment. And we have the Providence White Mice in the AGB-GB, the Shakopee Six Packs in the Orange County Empire, the Biloxi Cove Billy Goat Billy Clubs, the Strickland Propane, the Pullman Predators, and the Emmets Maulers. All right. So there's our final 8 teams right now. But right now, we're going to go ahead and go to my regular team because it is time for that game that everybody loves to play. It is time for Call Your Shot. All right, if you guys don't know what Call Your Shot is, here's what it is. I'll be putting a form in the chat here in just a little bit. You'll be filling it out with your perfect team username and which Diamond Perfect Build-A-Legend or limited edition card you believe I will pull out of those 25 packs tonight. We got 13 regular packs, 1 silver pack, 4 gold packs, 3 historical packs, and 4 diamond packs tonight, thanks to me finishing up some missions last night when the missions dropped. And if you get your call correct, you'll win some perfect points. If you call a live diamond tonight and get it correct, you'll win 15,000 perfect points. If you call a bronze Build-A-Legend card, you'll win 25,000 perfect points. If you call a live perfect card, you will win 50,000 perfect points. If you call a historical diamond, which includes future legend diamonds, you will win 75,000 perfect points. And if you call a diamond limited edition card, I believe there's still a few out there, you'll win 90,000 perfect points. And if you call a historical perfect tonight and get it right, you will win 100,000 perfect points. A few reminders though. Only 1 card is allowed on an entry. Only 1 entry allowed per person. Be as specific as possible, and entries with multiple cards called will be disqualified. Alright guys, if you're ready, you will have 2.5 minutes to call your shot. Get ready, get set, and go. Call your shot is open. Call your shot is open. Alrighty, we got ourselves some good call your shot action tonight. Let's see. Ooh, right off the bat, beat Pete Rose, Francisco Lindor, perfect Chet Lemon. Oh man, I would love a Chet Lemon for tomorrow. Sox Sable, Corbin Burned. Ooh, okay. Now hang on here, guys. This is what we're talking about when we say be as specific as possible, because there are 2 Corbin Burn cards that are technically eligible for this call your shot. You have to specify which Corbin Burns we're talking about here. If we're talking about the player of the month Corbin Burns, or we're talking about the perfect Corbin Burns. So that's one of those examples there. Let's see, live Diamond Kershaw, live Mike Trout. Oh, I love that. Ray Langford. Ooh, some interesting calls here. Bobby Bonds, Walker Buehler. Okay, keeping with the meme. Ooh, Pop Lloyd. I would love Pop Lloyd for my team. Future legend Pash. Mike Mussina Build-A-Legend, as we're down to below 1.5 minutes left. Cats, you have to put the call in the form, not in the chat. If it's in the chat, it doesn't count. Only if it's in the form. See, live Diamond Ohtani, as we are down to 1 minute left on the clock. We are down to 1 minute left. Get your calls in if you have not already. Ooh, Lee Smith, historical perfect. That'd be fun. Live Freddie Freeman, Whitey Ford. Some good stuff here. We are down to 38 seconds left. 38 seconds left. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Get your calls in. Get your calls in if you have not already. We are getting toward the final countdown. Here we go. We are down to 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Call your shot is closed. Call your shot is closed. Oh goodness, oh goodness. We have a lot of responses in the form tonight. We have 236 in the form tonight. Whoo, baby. All right, guys. Let's start ripping. We don't have a whole lot of time to do it, but let's get started, shall we? And our first pack rip tonight, I'm going to turn down the game here real quick. There we go. We get Jose Altuve from the Houston Astros. Silver card right there. Victor Gonzalez, as our obligatory bronze. Let's keep on keeping on. Next pack, we get Tuki Toussaint and Bobby Bolin in this one. Not a whole lot to talk about here in this one. Let's move on. Next pack, we get live silver, some Sad Fetty coming down for Chris Paddock from the San Diego Padres. Mickey Brantley in here as our obligatory bronze. Next pack, please. What we get? And some more bronzes. We got Ethan Allen from the 1927 Reds. Zach Short, Taylor Clark in here. Also got Juan Castillo and Nick Bierbrot. I could go for some Bierbrats right now. 21 packs to go. Let's keep going. And the next pack we get is obligatory bronze Garrett Cooper. Let's move right along. And the next pack we get is Michael Fulmer and Zach Davies as the bronzes. Not a whole lot else to talk about except Willie Peralta. Apparently he's doing a good job this year, I guess. He's just kind of there. All right, we got a few bronzes here in this pack. We got Gene Robertson, Cheslor Cuthbert, Antonio Perez, Jim Essien, and Derek Bell as a historical iron in this pack. Some interesting stuff. How come all the Red Sox picks looked like they were taken on a disposable camera by a teenager? Well, that's the pictures they sent to out of the park, so talk to the team about that. We have Zach Thompson, Eduardo Escobar, Hunter Wood, and Yusei Kikuchi in this pack. Not a whole lot to talk about here. Let's keep on keeping on. And whoo, baby, look at that! We got a spicy pack here. We got ourselves Clayton Kershaw, live diamond from the LA Dodgers. 96 overall card right there. Let's see how many winners we have tonight for Mr. Kershaw. And my goodness, there are a lot of them. We have Maverick RLS. We have Great Scott 66. We have Trostler. We have Yellow Jacket. We have Schmidt Fan. We have Obscene. We have Trentimic. We have Dono. We have Dogberry 99. We have Cusack. We have Vulcan 239. Congratulations to you 11 people for winning Call Your Shot and 15,000 perfect points for calling. Whoo, baby. Live Diamond Clayton Kershaw. Wow, 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 wow. That is a lot of stuff right there. Let's move on. We also got Wally Judnick in here from the 1941 St. Louis Browns. Sam Nahum from the 42 Phillies. Tanyan Sturts, Willie Tasby, and Chuck Hockenberry rounding out the list. Well, if another Kershaw is open, you win double. Let's keep on going. What do we get in this next pack? We got Kyle Cody from the Texas Rangers bronze card in this one. Now we'll talk about here. We're starting to get into the nitty-gritty here. We're starting to get into the specialty packs. We got Kyle Finnegan from the Washington Nationals. Next regular pack, we get Robbie Grossman from the Tigers, Ross Stripling from the Toronto Blue Jays. We also got Red Owens from the 1905 Boston Bees as a historical iron. One more regular pack to open up. Let's see what we get. And we get Jimmy Archer from the 1913 Chicago Cubs, Dwayne Belo as a historical iron. All right, guys. We have one silver card. Let's see what we get. And we got a couple of silvers in this one. We got Josh Taylor from the Boston Red Sox and David Price from the LA Dodgers. Also have Zach Pop in here as a bronze. Let's move on. We got a few gold packs to open up. And the first one we get, you can barely see it, but it's Mitch Haniger from the 2018 Seattle Mariners. Historical All-Star Mitch Haniger. A good, solid piece for the the Mike Cameron Gold Mission, the Historical All-Star for the AL West, Team Mission 2 for Seattle. Oh, good pull there. Also got Raimel Tapia in here, but who cares? Mitch Hangren's in here. Next gold pack, what are we getting? And it's George Springer from the Toronto Blue Jays. 84 overall card there. Also got Carl Taylor from the 1969 Pittsburgh Pirates as a bronze in this pack. Next pack coming down the line. And we get, ooh, baby, look at that. Look at this pack right here. Look at this spicy gold pack right here. Bip Roberts from the Cincinnati Reds. Johnny Bassler from the Detroit Tigers. Woo! And I just drafted both of those. Holy cow! What is with these odds right now, man? All right, we got one more gold pack to open up. What are we getting? And we get Matt. Ooh, we get actually two. We get two golds in this one. The other one's hidden. We got Matt Chapman live card from the Oakland A's. We also get Earl Hamilton from the 1918 Pittsburgh Pirates. 66 stuff, 68 movement, and 50 control. Add Bassler to your Tigers team. I can't. A, because I already have him on that team. And B, it's not really part of the TOS to sell stuff to your other team. Let's keep on going. And our first historical pack that we open up, first of 3 historical packs, we get Walt Dropo from the 1950 Boston Red Sox. Good card there. We got Chick Shorten from the 1919 Detroit Tigers. Also got Jordan Danks, Tim Anderson, Steve Balboni, and Lloyd Merritt rounding out the pack. 2 more packs in terms of historical packs. And ooh, baby, look at this. Player of the Month, Wilbur Wood from the 1973 Chicago White Sox. This was a June Player of the Month card. We got Kyle Abbott, we got J.D. Martin, we got Jack Dunn in here, we got Deacon McGuire, Andy Rincon in here as well. One more historical pack to open up. And we get John Myers out of this one from the 1910 New York Giants. Donnie Veal, Lou Klein, Al Nipper, Joe Vitello, and Ed Acosta rounding out that pack. All right, we have 4 diamond packs to open up tonight. Thanks to the missions that I completed on Thursday night. And look at who we got here. Another error pack. I don't know why this keeps happening. Maybe it's because I have too many cards in my collection. I don't know. But we got Diamond Live Shohei Ohtani from the LA Angels. Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani. Let's see how many we got for Ohtani-san here. We have MIT Hokie. I Am Unoriginal 2. Usual Suspect. Tan 5. Sundown Caps. Sweet Nicky C. Resolm. And Uncle Bob. Congratulations to you 8. You just won 15,000 points for calling Mr. Shohei Ohtani. Did he get traded to the Dodgers? I don't know. Probably not. I mean, it wouldn't put it past the Dodgers to want to try to trade for him, and the Angels to stupidly give him up. But look at that. Look at that. Look at that hair, though, he's got going on in the back right there. If you can grow it out on the other side. Dang. All right, next diamond pack. What are we getting? I feel like I'm going to be called into the principal's office. Live Diamond, Clayton Kershaw. also got Trevor Rogers in here, Jared Eichhoff, Mo Birchie. We wish Dishnet all well in all his future endeavors. Oh my God. Next pack. Okay, there we go. Ooh, okay. I was fully expecting a third Kershaw, and I would have had to explain myself to Rich. Nathan Eovaldi from the Boston Red Sox. Nathan Eovaldi. Let's see if anybody called Mr. Eovaldi tonight, and oh my goodness. We have the real Stinkins, JDA, Palace Day Monk, the Huseman, Skylon, TR Prendergast, Pluto, Landmark, MKE, 2 Tango 2, Van Ost, M. Whiffen. Oh my God, 11 winners for Nate Eovaldi. Wow, 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 wow. Holy cripes. You 11 have just won 15,000 perfect points for your call of Nate Eovaldi. How did Nate Eovaldi go all the way to 98? That's what I'm asking myself too, Clistrine. All right, last time in pack. What are we getting? Please let it be historical. It's not. It is Carlos Rodon from the Chicago White Sox, 93 overall. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of winners for this one too. Carlos Rodon. Who do we got? Who do we got? We got a couple of them. We got Cargo Fan and Dr. Obvious. Congratulations to you two for winning for Live Diamond Carlos Rodon. All right, so we have 11 winners of 30 grand for Kershaw. A few winners for Shohei. Nate Eovaldi at 11. Carlos Rodon at a couple. Congratulations to all our winners tonight. You'll be getting your perfect points either tonight or sometime tomorrow. All right. Whoo, baby. Whoo, baby. So let's go ahead and go back to the tournament because we got some unfinished business over there. Because we got ourselves a finals we need to talk about here. Because we are in the finals right now. But let's talk about the semifinals first of all, because here are your semifinal scores. We have the Biloxi Cove moving on to the finals of the weekly showdown this week with an 11-5 win over the Shakopee 6-packs, and the AGBGB walking it off in the 10th. They had to tie it in the 9th to defeat the Pullman Predators and make it to this finals matchup. So it's going to be the AGBGB and the Biloxi Cove Billy Clubs in the finals today. Taking a look at the pitching matchup for this one, it'll be Bobby Jones going for AGBGB and Scott Kazmir going for Biloxi Cove. So let's take a look at Kazmir in his first and only start so far. He went 4 2/3, 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 of them earned, 9 Ks, 5 walks, and a homer. A lot of strikeouts, a lot of walks too. So we could see some interesting stuff from Scott Kazmir today. Meanwhile, Bobby Jones in his first start for AGBGB. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, no Ks, 5 walks, 12 ground balls to 8 fly balls in a 3-2 win over the New Zealand Breaks. However, he is starting on 4 days rest. So this is another team in the weekly showdown that has gone with a 4-man rotation. We have seen a lot of teams be going with a 4-man rotation lately in the showdown, and it certainly seems interesting. Now, I will mention that the dev team did put out today a server-side thing. Let me scroll up in my list to talk about it. Oh, where is it? Now, there was a small server-side update pushed live this morning that was, quote-unquote, I'm just reading from the notes, intended to address fatigue impact for exhausted players and ghost players in tournaments. Nothing to do on the user end, however. So that could come into play a little bit today. So we could see something happen here. We don't know. Bobby Jones working on 4 days rest. We'll see what happens. Biloxi Cove, they're going with a 5-man rotation. So he's got Casimir lined up and then David Price in game 2, it appears. So let's take a look, see at the bullpen situations before we get going. Looking at AGBGB, they got a couple of fully rested guys, Grant Balfour and Nabil Krismat. One of them's an iron, the other's a bronze. Joe Page is at 53, Cecil Upshaw at 55, Bud Tinning at 8, Rich Garces at 0, John Bale at 19. So they got some tired guys in that bullpen there. Meanwhile, for Biloxi Cove, here's what their situation looks like. It looks a lot better. Dyer Miller at 97, Zach Neal at 90, Andre Scrub at 92, Paul Shuey at 90, Dan Wheeler at 38, Ryan Yarbrough at 0, Casey Jansen fully rested. Where are those patch notes? They were in the Discord earlier today. Max, check out Perfect Team announcements. It was just a note from Chris. Wasn't a whole lot of detail on it, but let me try scrolling up here a little bit. According to Chris, who was talking about in tournament discussion today in the Out of the Park Discord, my understanding, quote unquote, is that I was supposed to address some of the concerns about exhausted players performing too well, unquote. So other than that, he only had what was posted in the announcement. So that's all I have to work with too. So that's something to consider moving forward. But there's some good teams here in the finals. Billy Goats have had a lot of success on hitting. AGBGB have had contributions from just a few guys. So we're going to go ahead and get ready for this finals matchup. So we'll go back to the title screen. We should have our first game in here shortly. Who do you think is going to win this one? I'm curious to see what y'all think. Is it going to be the AGBGB or Biloxi Cove? Type 1 for Biloxi Cove, type 2 for AGBGB. And while you're doing that, we're going to go to the highlight reel here for game number 1 of this week's This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown Finals. All right, and apparently Crimson King Yank here is Biloxi Cove. So he's in the house for this one. Good luck to him. Don't know if we have AGBGB here as well, but here we are. So let's go ahead and get started here. AGBGB leading off here in the top of the first with Dustin Pedroia at second base, facing off with Scott Casimir for the Billy Goat Billy Clubs. Let's get started. A beautiful day for baseball, 72 degrees and not a cloud in the sky. Wind blowing in from center today. First pitch to Dustin Pedroia is into center field, and that's going to get caught by Brady Anderson out there in center field for the first out of this ball game. And that, my friends, is the new special edition Brady Anderson that's out there. We time warp a little bit to the top of the second. First and second for AGBGB with one out and runners on first and second for Mike Ford, the first baseman. Casimir has him in an 0-1 count, lefty on lefty matchup. The 0-1 pitch, and that one's grounded to third. To second for one, the relay in time for the out. And now retire the side here in the second. Let's move on. Moving on to the bottom of the third. Bobby Jones on the mound for AGBGB. First and second, nobody out for the Billy Goat Billy Clubs as Dustin Ackley comes up to the plate. More than likely a backup left fielder starting today. The 1-2 from Bobby Jones and a swing and a miss, strike 3, one gone here in the third. Coming up, Roy Hartzell Full count pitch on the way, and that one's lined into left field for a base hit. Here comes Stallings for third. He's rounding third, heading home. The throw home from DeJesus, not in time. And it's 1-0 Billy Goat Billy Clubs. We head to the top of the fourth, still 1-0. Scott Kazmir on the mound still. Leroy Stanton on first with nobody out for Freddie Leach. The 1-2 from Kazmir. Swinging a liner into left field, and that one's going to fall in for a base hit. First and second now with nobody out for David DeJesus. Kazmir has him in a 2-2 count, and that one's in the right field for a base hit. Stanton coming around third, but stopping there. And the bases are loaded with nobody out for AGB-GB, and John Roseboro will come to the plate. A decent catcher behind the plate. He can also hit a little bit, too. Count 1-1, the pitch. Swinging a line drive right field, and that one's going to go all the way to the wall. Stanton will score easily. Leach will score easily. DeJesus will stop at third. It's a 2-run double for John Roseboro, and it's 2-1 AGB-GB on top. And they scored another run in the top of the fourth. We move ahead to the bottom of the fifth. It's now 3-1 AGB-GB. Jacob Stallings leading off for the Billy Goat Billy Clubs here in the fifth against Bobby Jones. The count is full. The pitch to Stallings. And he walked in ball 4. So a leadoff walk to the Billy Goat Billy Club's catcher. And here's Mel Almada, the right fielder, getting the start today. Full count pitch coming from Jones. And he walked in ball 4. So 2 straight walks from Bobby Jones, his 3rd overall in this game. And that'll bring up Dustin Ackley. First pitch coming from Jones. Swinging a ground ball to second. Could be 2 to short for 1, but that's all they'll get. Shortstop Rojas couldn't quite. Actually, no, the shortstop Scudero couldn't quite turn the double play. Meanwhile, the Yanks Pride just ripped the Clayton Kershaw, fitting for tonight. And that'll bring up Roy Hartzell, first and third, 1 out. The wind and the pitch from Jones, and he walked in ball 4. Bases are loaded now for the Billy Goat Billy Clubs as Gene Segura steps to the plate. Gene Segura, the special edition card from the Arizona Diamondbacks, 2016 edition. At the plate, bases loaded. The 1-2 coming from Jones. Swinging a line drive right field. And that one's going to fall on in for a base hit. 1 run will score. Stopping at third is Ackley. And the Billy Goat Billy Clubs are back within 1. It's 3-2. 2-2 now on Brady Anderson, the big bat in their lineup. Bases loaded, 1 out, the 2-2, and that one's into left center field, playable for DeJesus. He'll make the play. Coming on home will be Ackley, and we are tied at 3. The inning continues, though, as Felipe Alou comes to the plate for the Billy Clubs. The 1-1 from Bobby Jones, and that one's into center field, and a running catch made by Freddie Leach to retire the side. We are tied at 3 as we head to the 7th. We time warp all the way to the 7th, I should say. Marcos Scudero leading things off for the AGB-GB here in the top of the 7th, facing off with Scott Kazmir still out there. 2-0 pitch. Swinging a line drive into center field. That one's going to fall in for a leadoff single. Good piece of hitting there from Scudero. And here's Bemboom, the third baseman. In a 1-2 count, lefty on lefty, Kazmir has the advantage here. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball. Center field. Anderson ranging to his left will make the play. 1 gone here in the 7th. Now bring it back to the top of the order for Dustin Pedroia. Count 1-2, runner on first, 1 out, and that one's lined up the middle for a base hit. Scudero going to try first to third. The throw from Anderson, not in time. Pedroia will go to second on the throw. Some good heads-up base running there from the AGB-GB second baseman. And that will bring up Dylan Carlson, the right fielder. Kazmir has him in a 3-1 count as he's facing a little bit of trouble here in the 7th. 3-1 pitch. Walked in ball 4. Huge, huge walk right there. And the bases are loaded for AGB-GB. With 1 out, here's Leroy Stanton. big bat in this lineup. Not as good against right-handed pitching now, as a new pitcher will come in for the Billy Goat Billy Clubs. Dyer Miller will take the mound. Miller has Stanton in a 2-2 count. The pitch, and that one's lined into left field for a base hit. AGB will take the lead. The throw home gets away. 2 runs will score. Runners go to second and third. An error on Ackley in left field on the throw. So Scudero and Pedroia score, and AGB are up 5-3. My goodness, some defensive trickery out there. Really some defensive botchery out there. We head to the bottom of the 7th now. AGB up 5-3. Leading off for the Billy Clubs is Mel Almada. Full count on the way from the lefty new pitcher Joe Page. And it's a leadoff walk to the lefty right fielder. And so that will bring up Dustin Ackley, trying to redeem himself from the error he made in the top of the 7th. The 1-2 coming from Page. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Ackley, a big strikeout victim right there. Now bring it back to the top of the lineup for Roy Hartzell. Count 2-2, the pitch from Page, and there's a strikeout there from the bronze lefty. Strikeout number 2 from Page. Page, some good stuff, decent movement, not good control. And that's all the Billy Goat Billy Clubs will get in the bottom of the 7th. We move ahead to the top of the 8th. Still up 5-3 our AGB. They're at the plate. Ben Boone with Mike Ford at second with 2 outs, facing new pitcher Paul Shuey. The 1-1 coming from Shuey. Swinging a line drive, center field, base hit. Ford coming to third. He's going to try for home. The throw home from Anderson is not in time. And AGB extend their lead. It's now 6-3. We keep the inning going. Dustin Pedroia at the plate. Full count pitch. Swinging a line drive. Base hit just past the diving Hartzell at third. Moving to third will be the first base runner, Ben Boom. And it's corners with 2 out. They do not score in the rest of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Cecil Upshaw into the game for the away team. Felipe Alou to the plate for the Billy Goat Billy Clubs. 1 out, nobody on. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging the line drive right field, and that one's going to fall on in. 1 out single for their first baseman. And that will bring up nobody else. We head to the top of the 9th. Billy Goat Billy Clubs do not score in the bottom of the 8th. Zach Neal into the game to pitch to Freddie Leach with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. The first pitch, swinging a line drive right field. That's going to be a base hit. We'll see if AGB threatens any more in this inning. And the answer is no. We are into the bottom of the 9th. Nabil Krismat. We are talking an iron reliever, formerly a bronze, trying to close game 1 out for AGB. Jacob Stallings will lead things off here in the bottom of the 9th. We could see something here, the 0-1. Swinging the line drive, base hit left field. A good start for the Billy Goat Billy Clubs here in the bottom of the 9th. So that will bring up Mel Almada. Count 1-0, the pitch from Krismat. And that's grounded to the pitcher. To short for 1, but no relay from Scudero. Second time we've seen him not be able to turn a double play. See if that comes back to bite them. Here's Dustin Ackley. Infield shifted to the right. Full count pitch coming from Krismat. Swinging a high fly ball. Deep right field. And the Billy Goat Billy Clubs are still alive. Ball go far for Dustin Ackley. And it's 6-5. Now things have gotten interesting. As Nabil Krismat's still out there. Roy Hartzell at the plate with nobody on and 1 out. The first pitch, and that one's lined and caught by the second baseman, Pedroia. 2 gone, 1 more out to get. And here's Gene Segura. First pitch on the way. Swinging a line drive left field, and that's going to fall in for a 2-out single. Tying run at first and the winning run at the plate. And this is the guy that Nabil Crismat did not want to face in this situation. It is Brady Anderson coming to the plate, the big man in the lineup. Crismat has him in a full count. Segura on first, 2 outs. The pitch. He walked him, ball 4. Just missed the strike zone with that changeup. And the winning and the tying runs in scoring position for Felipe Alou. Crismat has the first baseman in a 1-2 count. The pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did! Alou strikes out, and AGBGB survive Game 1. Final score, 6-5. Whoa, Nelly. That was a Game 1. That was only Game 1. We still have another game at least. So we now go to game number 2, AGBGB. Up 1-0 in the series. Can they make it a sweep? Or will the Billy Goat Billy Clubs win Dom DiMaggio tonight? We shall find out very, very shortly. We head now to game number 2. As soon as this thing loads, we will go to the game screen, and it is loaded. So we head to the game screen. Take a look at the defense here for AGBGB. They'll have Peralta in left, Leach in center, Dylan Carlson in right, Ben Boom at third, Phil Rizzuto getting the start at shortstop today. Marco Scudero moves to second, Hank Greenberg over at first. So this is pretty much their regular lineup, and they've got their number 1 pitcher going in this one. It is Noodles Hahn for AGBGB. And it'll be Gene Segura leading things off for the Billy Goat Billy Clubs here in the top of the first. Partly cloudy, 70-degree temperatures. Wind blowing out to right today, so it should help the batters. First pitch from Noodles Hahn is popped up into right. Into the wind, but coming in to make the play is Dylan Carlson for out number 1. We now move ahead to the bottom of the third. David Price still in this game for the Billy Goat Billy Clubs, facing off with Dylan Carlson, the right fielder. Rizzuto on third with 2 outs. Full count from Price. Swinging the line drive, base hit center field. And AGBGB taking early 1-0 lead. 1-0 here in the third. And we move ahead to the bottom of the fourth. Price in just a little bit more trouble this time. David Peralta at the plate. Runners on first and second, nobody out. The 1-1 from Price. And that one's ground to second. Could be 2 to short for 1. The relay. Nice throw there by Miguel Rojas. 2 gone. Is that Miguel Rojas? Yep, that is Miguel Rojas. All right. Just want to make sure I got it right. Top 7. It's now 2-0 AGBGB. They got a run in the 5th somehow. And Noodles Hahn has been dealing today. Only 1 hit given up. First hit, the 1-1 pitch on the way to Segura, and that one's lined into right field. And that one's down and off the wall. Here comes Segura coming for second, and he is going to stop there with a leadoff double. Only the second hit for the Billy Goat Billy Clubs in this game against a very, very tough lefty. Now bring up the bronze Pete Rose, the DH for this team. 3-1 pitch. Swing the line, ground ball to first. On a hop, Greenberg will take it to the bag himself for the first out of the 7th. And the Billy Goat Billy Clubs do get that run across home plate in the 7th, so it's now 2-1. We don't know how they got it across, but here we are. We head to the top of the 8th. Noodles Hahn still on the mound for AGBGB. Biz Mackey leading things off for the Billy Goat Billy Clubs. 2-2 pitch, ground ball to short. Nice stop by Rizzuto. Throw to first in time. 1 gone. Now bring up Miguel Rojas, the shortstop, with 1 out. Count 2-1, the pitch from Hahn. Swinging a line drive, base hit, center field. See what the Billy Goat Billy Clubs can do here with a runner on first as Roy Hartzell comes to the plate. The 1-2 pitch from Hahn. Swinging a pop-up. Huge out here for AGBGB. On the infield, it'll be the third baseman, Ben Boom, taking care of this one. 2 gone. Now bring up Felipe Alou, the center fielder today for the Billy Goat Billy Clubs. Brady Anderson not playing in this one. That could be a factor in why they haven't been doing well. But here's a base hit into center field for Alou. Here comes Rojas for third. The throw from Freddie Leach is not in time. Corners now with 2 out for the right fielder, Mel Almada. Count 2-2, the pitch from Hahn, and a strikeout swinging ends the threat for the Billy Goat Billy Clubs. 2-1 as we head to the top of the 9th. And Noodles Hahn looking to complete this game. Gene Segura will lead things off. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 gone. And AGBGB are 2 outs away from the weekly showdown title. Here's Pete Rose, the DH. Count 3-1, the wind and the pitch. Did he go? No, he did not. Ball 4 and the tying run on first. 2-1 now on Will Clark, the first baseman. Not as good against lefties as he is against righties, but this is a situation for him now. Runner on first, 1 out, the 2-1. Swinging a line drive, right center field, and that one's going to go off the wall. Rose is going to come to third. Will they try to score him? No, they will not. Rose holds up at third with 1 out, and the winning run is in scoring position. So they intentionally walk Ryan Braun. The bases are loaded with 1 out for Biz Mackey. The tying run 90 feet away. The winning run 180 feet away. Biz Mackey trying to drive him in. The 1-2 from Hahn. Swing and a pop-up. On the infield, it will be the catcher Posey taking care of that one, 2 gone. And it all comes down to Miggy Rojas. Count is 2-2. The pitch on the way from Hahn. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the AGBGB survive again. And they win the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown. Congratulations to the AGBGB. They have just won themselves a Dom DiMaggio from the 1942 Boston Red Sox. But the Billy Goat Billy Clubs are not going home empty-handed. They are getting a special edition shortstop, Barry Larkin, from the Cincinnati Reds. A wonderful consolation prize. Congratulations to everybody who participated in tonight's weekly showdown. This was great. Holy moly. Whew. That was a fun tournament today, guys. That was a fun time, guys. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow at around 5 or 6 o'clock, I will be on starting the semifinals of the Perfect Team Master Series, event number 4, an open 1750 cap with cards from 1980 to 1992 with a DH. Should be a fun time. All right, guys. And then after the Master Series, a little bit after the Master Series, you will see Yukarin Kazmi's Baseball Bingo. New franchise gonna get started up. Should be a fun time, guys. All right. That's gonna do it for tonight. I have been Dishnet34, and reminding you to follow the channel so you can be kept up to date on when we stream. hit that heart button down there in the bottom right-hand corner. And you can follow us on social media at OOTP Developments and at OOTP Perfect Team. And you can join our Discord at discord.gg/OOTP. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I will see you tomorrow for the Master Series. And because of the Master Series broadcast, there will not be an episode of the Perfect Team Weekly Prep this week. So keep that in mind. All right, guys. This has been Dishnet 34, signing out.